We're going to proceed to Kim A. Vo from Ho Chi Minh City University of Economics and Finance, and she will present transforming language learning with AI, adaptive systems, engagement, and global impact.
Yeah, hi everybody. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, of course, of
Okay,
course.
so I
Hello.
will start now with my screen. I'm sharing.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
No, I see you are in Mars, where in the moon.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, let's open the tab. And yes, here it is. Sure. It's loading.
Yeah.
Okay, can you
Okay.
see it?
Fine. Okay. Thank you.
Can you see my screen? It's fine.
It's
Hello.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
You
Okay,
can.
thank you. Thank you everybody for attending the presentation online this afternoon. During the afternoon, so far is about 4 hours. I have heard a lot of the application and also the cases from all field of life, and for my presentation is referred to the learning. How AI, artificial intelligence, can change the ways we learn English, we learn a language. And these presentations, I have um, collecting the papers recently, at least more than about 80 euros peer-reviewed articles about the language learning with AI. Yes, AI application in language learning. Basically, I have three categories here. You can see on screen. It's intelligent tutoring system and automated assessment tools and personalized learning platforms. Inside intelligent tutoring system, they support the learning experience tailored to individual student needs, and for teachers it's assessments that tune to evaluate the language skills with the immediate feedback. It's very I can say it quite critical and very important for AI. A personal learning platform is a content delivery based on learner progress and preferences. uh, I'm sorry, a little mix up with the icon up there. We have a literature review methodologies. And then through the papers, we have gather the theme identification. We focus on linguistic competence, the learner engagement, and implementation challenges. We can see the chart on the right. It's a On top of it, about 30 years papers, they mentioned about lots about linguistic competence, competency, and then engagement, coming up with accessibilities, ethical literacy, and educator roles. And then we can compare and analyze with the theme and to see what's in there through the literature reviews process. Yes, we have the list of the benefits of AI in language learning. Uh, AI can support learners in language, improve linguistic proficiencies, because it provides adaptive feedback mechanism for enhanced learning. Um, for me, it's also is example. I use AI to check my writing, to on my some kind of essay and my source paragraph or something like that. And after that, I can learn. I can learn. Okay, how to paraphrase to be better for this content to switch to the another context. During my process to prepare the resources and so slides and the material for my student. Democratization of education, increase accessibility to quality language learning resources. Uh, I can remember, okay, in the past we have to have books. Okay, it's a hard copy books, and also if through internet we can search for maybe hundreds of the results. It take a lot of time for it to go through a lot of resources. But with AI, we have a really focus, and we can say AI intelligent, and of course we are the users, adopters, and also we are responsible for the outcome what we learn from AI. And this is a very powerful AI. I can see that, and also as a result of the two, we can have the I can say the okay the platform with AI can encourage the learner to keep more engaged, because it's like we all the time have our tutors, our assistant, our teachers are on the way when we are learning, keep students motivated and interested. But also we have a challenges. I'm sorry for the when I show it on the tab like this have drop up the with the character data privacy. Yeah, algorithm make bias, because it's the basis, it's the natures of AI. It's AI, it's a machine learning that learn from data and database. So some kind of is it could be it's a data. Uh, I can say data oriented. So the way it's prepared is out there. Digital device, and also depend on the your device. Educator readiness. And so they have influences of educator. Yeah. Refer to the enhancing language proficiencies. Yes. When we read the paper out there, and we see that from this point we have the some key thing to think further is adaptive learning. Yes, AI tailor lesson to individual student needs, focusing on areas requiring improvement. Yes, we can see easily. Real-time feedback is advantages of AI. Immediate corrections and suggestions to help students learn from mistake quickly. But it is built at the same time. It have I can say that it have something to, if we depend deeply and too much on AI, it would be the negative uh, outcome for you. You have to be aware of what AI present to you, and you are the owner, and you have the rights, and you have the you should have the passage background and understanding, and further analyze to whether you continue tailor the result from the AI to support your study. It's not just everything, but and depends on AI. Pronunciation practice, yeah, is some kind of AI powered speech recognition, provide targeted pronunciation exercises. It's a way of the how AI enhancing language proficiency. And I refer to educational equities approach, global reach, cost effective, 24 7 days availabilities. For global reach, AI powered platforms can reach students in remote and underserved areas. In Vietnam, we can say that there are a lot of students and pupils are in the remote areas, but in Vietnam we have quite a good infrastructures of internet connectivity. So and if, recently about some decades we can in the market we have the cheap device in the mobile. So the low income people student can purchase a device with the internet access, and they can use it for study. I see that through the COVID-19 Vietnam it's not on areas, but some remote area with well repair from the school and the government, the local government. Uh, Students from the rural area, they can join the online courses, and even the it the rural areas, they can learn English themselves and be the best in the national competition referred to languages. It's a really uh, real world cases in Vietnam and cost effective. Reduce need for physical resources makes quality education more affordable in this sense also. Yeah, and coming to the next discussion point, refer to sustaining learner engagement. Gamification, incorporating game elements to make learning fun and rewarding. uh, Personalized content, tailor material to individual interests and learning styles, progress tracking. This very crucial and very helpful for teachers and professors at university and any level of the study and teaching. Visualizing achievement to motivate continued learning, especially learning language in general. It's not just English. Addressing ethical challenges that coming up with another important. I also have seen this from previous topic today. People also talk about ethical challenges, the policy development, creating guidelines for responsible for using AI in education. It should be the managers, coordinator, the principal, professor, teachers, yeah, and even students. They use AI. Transparencies, ensuring AI decision making processes are clear and explainable. Yeah, pious mitigation, implementing techniques to reduce algorithmic bias. So it's the way the model is building continuous and advanced day by day, and people use it. They also have a feedback, and it's a mutual learning process from the people who use the AI services, and also the AI itself, and also the whole system, the physical system out there for it in education. Data protection, safeguarding student information and privacy is very critical. Even though in Vietnam we are developing the policies, we are from Ministry of Education. They are aware of the authorities that concerns people. They are aware of the AI for education, but they are not yet complete the policy. They are ongoing to in, and I hope this year, 2025, coming a month, in Vietnam, we will have some clear for the education. Future and about the future for SI language education. Generative AI, creating dynamic, context aware of learning content, adaptive system, continuously evolving to meet individual learner needs and immerse experience integration for realistic language practice. Uh, but at the same time, we also discuss, we can see that people also discuss through the paper, discuss the developing localized AI solution. We think of the cultural adaptation, linguistic diversity, contextual learning. It's the key and the important thing to make the sustainable at the whole. Fostering interdisciplinary collaboration for linguistics, AR researcher, educator, and physicists provide expertise on language acquisition and structures for AI researchers, develop advanced algorithms and models, and for educators, offer insights on practical classroom implementation, and ensure responsible and fair AI development. It would be a long way to go. a longitudinal study on AI impacts. So it's coming with we continue study of AI impact. The short-term effect is immediate improvements in language skills and engagement. And maybe for the medium term outcomes, it's a learning pattern and educational performance. You change and long term, we hopes maybe it has impact, career impact, and lifelong learning habits. Refer to career impacts. We see clearly recently with AI develop and changing the way people looking for the expertise from the human markets. And the job, the market, and from the government, from the business enterprise, the school, whatever. We recently we can see they deduce the people even in the IT field. Uh, and so the school, the center, language center, etc. Our scaling educator training program, yeah, AI literacy, integration strategy, ethical consideration, hands-on practice. And it's coming up with technology immersion in the language learning, specifically emotion recognition, VR, enhanced platforms, and natural language processing. Transformation on is personalized teachings, global accessibility, and continuous improvement because we have understand well the lab AI and need data and needs improve every day. Today, is the different yesterday and maybe tomorrow. I'm sure different. Responsible AI implementation is very very important today. Ethical guidelines, transparencies, privacy protection and collaboration in the education, not only local in the nation but international and at the whole of the world. Yes, and AI for endangered language. We also have this, some paper they mentioned about the AI for endangered language, preserve efforts, cultural context, community involvement. Uh, but how AI in low resource setting, offline cap- capabilities, low cost hardware, energy efficiency. Yes, we are of the world. I can see through the paper they mentioned about the projects. This on that they dealing with the in capabilities, the sufficiencies with hardware, and also the loads of energies. So coming up with a solution, maybe scalar AI solution for global adoption, cloud-based, modular design, and scalable infrastructure. Adaptive cultural aware technology, cultural sensitivities. I've heard some paper previously also mentioned about this. Contextual learning, multilingual support. A future research direction is to be neuro-linguistic integration, incorporate computer interface for enhanced learning, quantum AI. I don't know if people have heard about the quantum AI. Also is developing this so fast recently, exploring quantum computing. It's a computing for more powerful language model because for the language we know that the machine, the computer, and the AI behind have to process a lot of comments. Yeah. Ethical AI evolution is developing self-improving ethical frameworks for AI systems. And something we can take away for today for my presentation, yeah, we have a potential for transform our learning, especially with AI support. AI is reshaping language education, offering personalized and accessible learning. Ethical consideration, yes, we should keep in mind all the time about this. We are responsible for implementation of AI application, especially for education. because we see a lot of challenges, and also it's unfairness out there. Global collaboration, international cooperation is should be in mind, also in mind to gather people all around the world. Call to action: invest in research, collaborate globally, prioritize ethics, and that's it. Thank you for your attention, and I'm open for question if having. Thank you.
Uh, Thank you very much for this very detailed presentation, very interesting. Actually, Professor Roy has a question, and I have a practical question too.
Yes.
So he's asking about if you know what kind of research is happening on the issue of how can AI systems adapt to different proficiency levels, learning speed, and individuals' goals of language learners.
Yes, I refer to a personal language learner because with AI, we have the input, we have the pre-trained models, and then we have the input data for each student. We can say that, and the AI can suggest for example, the schedule, the lesson plan for the learners based on the personal capability and time limits and their own preferences.
Thank you. I want to ask a practical question. For the time being, could you please tell us if which are the best AI tools for language learning, according to your opinion, of course?
Uh, the best tool for AI learn, I think, first of all, nowadays the languages of the AI engines behind, some kind we see that okay with Google, WeChat, OpenAI, they also have their own engine and the others, and we see a lot every time we open the social media. We can see a lot, but maybe based on my own experience, I can say that, and also I use the tool for my study, also my teachings. I see that the point is what are you going to use? It means that you are the active users of AI, and you had uh, to have something in mind that what you need, and you just use
Yeah.
AI as a assistant. It's not just you use it because it's better. What it would be the best? I think it's the good definition. We should go further. For example, we have a prompt engineering, right? The way we give in the input, the kind of input, but then with natural language with the test, and then with a machine, they just pre-programmed. They can define and encoding your test. And I think that, for example, for my case, I give you an example. I preferred Gemini's from Google. I don't know why,
Yeah.
because it might be it is quite enough for me, and I don't have much time to look and try the others. Because I
Yeah.
know in my mind what I want to see the outputs of AI.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I see that.
You
I
are very
want to have it,
careful.
and I can re-prompt to make it follow my needs. So I think that using AI is not a matter of the AI can produce you this or that. Of course, in case of video and graphics, the thing, yes, we can see, okay, is this better? But for the specific thing in education, for example, we are educator and we are learner. We should be the active learner and not the active teachers. It's not just
Yeah.
on way, yet we continue prompting and get the best at our standard. Some kind of. Thank you for your question.
Okay.
It's
Thank you
very
very much.
helpful. Yeah.
Thank you for everything. Uh, so we're going now to proceed to Mrs. Margarita Granaccio.